everyone! So welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. It is raining outside. I hope that my microphone can really help me out today and like pull through and you guys don't hear the raining in the background, but if you do, I'm sorry. So today's video is pretty much my most asked, most requested video to film besides my what I eat in a day videos, but this is just something I am messaged about all the time. I just want to reassure everyone that we're not alone. Like, this is something that is hard. If you were used to eating a certain way, it's not going to change overnight. So if you feel that this is the one thing stopping you from your goals and stopping you from your dream body, that's okay, because we're going to talk about it. And something that somebody said to me was they're excited for me to make this video to hear what I have to say and like to share my story, but they're more excited to read the comments and to read what other people are going through. So if you're watching this now and you feel like sharing what's going on in your diet and your cravings, things that might help or things that you find difficult, leave them down below so that we can all talk about it and relate and just all become closer. So I hope that this video helps you out, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I did, and I found this to be super helpful, is I created a eating schedule for myself and an eating pattern. So my pattern, a lot of you guys already know if you've seen my what I eat in a day video, but I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I also eat snacks throughout the day. And then as far as schedule goes, I know exactly what time I'm eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. So my body is used to, constantly eating. And also the time, guys. I mean, think about when you're sitting in class or you're sitting in a meeting or watching a documentary with like a group of people and you don't know when it's gonna end and you're starting to feel hungry. Doesn't your body feel worse knowing that you don't know when you're gonna eat next? Versus like if you know that you're gonna eat in like 5 minutes, you're like, yeah, I can hold out another 5 minutes and grab a protein bar or something, right? Like, you feel extra hungry not knowing when you're gonna eat. So don't do that to your body, don't confuse it and make things worse, because when you start to feel that really hungry feeling and you don't know when you're gonna eat next because you're sitting in this meeting and you don't wanna be rude and get up, it's going to make it a lot harder. And by the time you do get to eat, chances are you can make a bad choice because you're feeling starving and you feel like, I just need like pizza and this, like I just need something quick because I'm so hungry. So definitely don't let your body get like that. If you say I'm gonna eat lunch every day at 12, eat every day at 12. If you say, I'm going to eat breakfast every day at 9 a.m., then eat every day at 9 a.m. and don't change that. So just sit down in the beginning and write down, what time am I going to eat breakfast? What time am I going to eat dinner? What time am I going to eat snacks? That makes your life so much easier and it makes dieting easier, but it just really helps with cravings because you're constantly feeding your body throughout the day. I know some diets, the fasting diets, they do just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some of them, not all of them. I'm not going to speak for something I don't know, but some of them I know people just eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm somebody, I could never be successful in a diet like that because I need to constantly be eating. By the time I eat breakfast, it's digested. I look at the clock and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time for my snack already. Like I never go too long without eating or else I'm gonna be really hungry. I'm going to make a bad choice. My body's gonna start craving things, like salty things or sweet things. So you wanna keep your body fed and you want to know what time of the day you're eating. Think about if you have any little fur babies at home, probably you feed them the same time every day and you have them on a schedule, so do the same for yourself. I have my puppy Wyatt, he eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner the same time every day. So do I. I mean, it's just, we all benefit from an eating schedule is what I'm trying to say. Second thing I want to talk about is kind of something that has to deal with the mental side of things. I know that when we're first starting out in a diet and a new healthy lifestyle, the first thing that a lot of us say is no more bread, no more sweets, no more cupcakes, no more pizza, and our body starts getting really depressed, right? Your mind starts going into that dark place like, oh my gosh, I don't think I could do it. I can't give up the Starbucks drink. No, like anything else but that. That is the wrong way to look at it. You do not want to go into it thinking of all the things you can't have, because your body is going to fight it and be like, no, like, don't paint me into a corner, like I'm going to do what I want to do. Instead of looking at it like that, all the things you can't have anymore, you need to look at it and kind of trick your mind as, these are all the things I'm going to allow myself to have. These are all the things I'm going to eat to feel better. I'm going to allow myself to have this healthier lifestyle and live a better life, and reach the goals that I want to reach. You made up these goals, not somebody else, you did. So why would you deprive yourself of that? You know, that's how I like to think of it. Like, I'm going to allow myself to eat the salad today. You know, think about how good something tastes in the moment, but how it feels after. I always think about that, you know. Like, the garlic knots are good, but I know that I'm always sick at night after having garlic knots. I just don't know why, but I lay there and I'm like, oh, my stomach feels so stuffed. But think about how you feel after having a meal that you made at home, and it's juicy and it's so good and it's good for you, and you feel great after. You know, you want to keep pushing to that good feeling. I mean, I really don't know anybody that feels amazing after stuffing their face with cotton candy and, you know, all this bad junk food. But even when you're like vegging out with your friends on the couch and you're eating junk food for like an hour, we're all laying there like, oh, my stomach hurts, I'm so full, I ate too much, you know. I don't say that when I eat good, healthy food. Even if I did overeat and have 2 or 3 servings of something healthy, I never feel like I regret that. I never feel like, oh my gosh, my stomach is so full and I feel nauseous now, you know? Like, allow yourself to feel good. If you could feel good every day, then why wouldn't you? Now, the next thing I want to touch on is bored eating. I know a lot of people will be like, yeah, I'll just be watching TV and I just want the motion of like eating and watching TV. A big thing with that is now I do sometimes I'll eat dinner in front of the TV and watch Pretty Little Liars or something, or Scandal, or How to Get Away with Murder, but for the most part, I really don't like to eat in front of the TV for that reason, because then it becomes a habit. Even though I'm not hungry, if I'm sitting in front of the TV, I want a Diet Coke and chips, because I did that for so long. I would bring my chips over to the TV, have a Diet Coke, and that's what I would do. So automatically, when I would turn on the TV, I would feel hungry, because it becomes a pattern, you know, it becomes a ritual. We're creatures of habit and we like to do things the same way, and different things can remind us of stuff. So that's how I feel about the TV thing. I know when I was in business school, and if I would get a bad grade or something bad would happen in school, I would go to this one place that sold cookies that were like this big. And then one day I was thinking about it, like, how does that help anything? Like, that's only hurting me. It's only gonna, first of all, spike my insulin and make me all like jittery and all sugary, but it doesn't help anything. It doesn't make me smarter. It doesn't make me like, oh wow, I can really study now. Like, it doesn't help the situation. If I'm going to eat because I'm upset or something, I think that's not the answer. That's just going to make me feel worse in a moment that I need to feel better. And last but not least, my last tip is to take a cheat day or a cheat meal. Whatever you want to do, I do take an entire cheat day, and I know some people don't like that, but that's okay. You don't have to do it then. I do it because I feel like it's helpful. I feel like it makes my Saturdays so much better. You know, I'm gonna hang out with my friends on Saturdays, and maybe we're going to have pizza and beer, or Taco Bell, or McDonald's, or anything. Like, I'm not saying I always have fast food, but I have the option to. I do think it's good for the body to indulge sometimes, and, you know, to have dessert when you go to a restaurant. I think that's very normal. I think it would be abnormal for me to say I'm never gonna have those things again. It's normal for me to have a cheat day. I do this every Saturday, and yeah, I stick to it, and then I stop cheating on Sunday morning, and I feel great. And I go to the gym first thing in the morning, and I do fasted cardio, so that's kind of how I feel like I get a lot of the cheat out of my stomach. Like, I feel like, you know, working it off. And then I eat all good Sunday. And Sunday is my meal prep day, so I'm constantly trying things in the kitchen and eating good, healthy things. So I don't feel like it messes anything up. I don't know if it changes my weight, because I don't weigh myself ever. I don't own a scale. When I have to go to the doctors, I'm like, you don't have to tell me how much I weigh. I don't care. You can weigh a lot and be really fit, or you can weigh like nothing and have fat. Like, weight does not determine how healthy or, you know, how you look and how you feel. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to hear all of your comments on cheat day or on your cravings, anything. You know, I want to hear it all so that we can have a discussion and just talk about this and realize we're not alone. So yeah, have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.